and we'll be changing these, or changing these for these. And these are all colour changing. Basically you can have 4 watt or 6 watt with these, and they've got 4 different colours, which I'll show you them once they're up. But these lights, I think, are Amazon specials, and we're going to whip them down. Firstly, I want to knock it off, so I've got to make sure they work, and they work via a PIR at that end. So let me just turn it on. There we go. You can see they're not bad lights, but they're just rubbish, so we're going to change them. So now we just got to isolate the circuit. Yes, they've gone off, spot on. Right, so it's going to be a bit of a surprise when I take this light down, which I'll explain in a bit, because it looks like a bit of a nightmare. So what I'm trying to do is get the light ready to go straight. Is that rain? I feel to go straight up. So let's whip this off, basically, so we can get it terminated in straight away and not faff around. But I'll show you taking this light down now. This house, it got insulated a little while ago, and all the insulation little bits come out. So what I want to do, look at that, it's got the Wagos in there. I'm just going to whip these out, because these are rubbish. I think these are better. So that's what we're going to be replacing them with. And then it's in flex as well, so that's a bonus. I'm hoping that the holes, look at that, the holes are the same size, so they'll be spot on. So that's a bit of a bonus. But they've got to go in their push connectors. So we're going to put Pharrells on the end of this flex. What I want to do to start with is obviously whip these off, because they're not going to go into these push fits fantastic without Pharrells on. So what I'm going to do is chop them down and stick Pharrells on them, as you can see. To make them go into these terminations a bit better. Got my little pack here. I ain't going to lift it up because I can guarantee you it will fall everywhere. So we've got 3 of these little ferrules, or Pharrells, I like to call them, just funnier. So, I'll tell you what, every electrician uses his mouth all the time as well to hold things. Put that on there. No, on there. Looks like the rain's held off, thank God. I don't like getting wet. Sometimes you do. Right, so now we just want to crimp these ferrules on. There we go. There we go. And what I did, if you can see, it's just a little bit over when I put these ferrules on. So let's trim them down. And now we want to do is put them inside these terminations. Dipping a bit of water got in there. Right. So obviously we want the live in first. They're a bit tight, but better tight, I think, because it looks neater. Look at that. You can see me struggling around to get these in there. But if I can get these in nice. And this is my little terminal. I'm just going to sit them home, basically, so they get in there nice and neat. There we go, that's better. There we go, it looks in there nice and neat. We just close her straight up. You'll see on the other lights, it shouldn't have been that difficult. But then get these springs, they're going to be spring loaded, so that's what's holding it up. Look, get it nice and neat to go straight up. There's a bit of a joist there, so I'm going this angle. It doesn't matter. Get the bloody polystyrene balls out of the way. And look at that, that looks better already. You wait until they're on, they're going to look 10 times better. How do you know the joists in the soffits? The joists in the soffits, normally you can tell. This is one of the easy ways. Just give it a bang. And there's the little nails that are going when they put the soffits up. Like if you look at it, hang on about, let me see if I can get this off here. If you look at it up here, that's where the joists are going to be. And they've got a nail there, so you can just gather there's a joist going to be there. It is tight, but it goes on nice. You look along here, there's another joist going along there. But the way the houses are normally built, you can get your rods and fish all the way along. This has been done, someone fished this a long time ago and wired them, but just put rubbish lights up. So now I'm here to put new lights up. These ones down. You can see again, be careful with these because they can flip and knock your fingers sometimes. If these lights come with a little, I don't know, a little lead on them, I could go straight into them Wagos. But the Wagos are in boxes anyway, so basically I'm gaining a couple of Wagos here. Am I going to take it off the price of the job? Doubt it. This, once again, it's got a few more of these, and like I said before, these have got 4 watt or 6 watt. I'm going to put these on 6 watt outside. More likely going to leave them on the daylight setting because they're nice and bright. But I'll show you the other 4 settings as well, because most of the downlights these days come with all these settings. They're quite good. What I'm not going to do is not going to put. Now for these ones, I'm not going to put ferrules on them because they prove to be a bit of a nightmare to get in them terminals. So I'm just going to do it by pushing them down, don't know if you can see in there, and they'll locate straight on. That should be easier. See, time me how long it takes to take this one. Just get these on here. Twisting them round on the copper as well, so it's a bit easier to put it and just trim them down. Look at that, boom, straight in. That was a nice and easy one. Even that had 2 more cables in it. I didn't put the ferrules on, so just made it easy to terminate. So all we've got to do now is the final one at the end. And what I like someone's done here, when they've put these downlights up, they haven't put them in front of the window. Because when your outside lights come on, what's the point in lighting up the window? Because you can't see who's out there then. So I always like to put them offset, so basically light up the wall so it looks nice going down. Another one of these LED downlights. The last ones were LED. Let me just show you them. The last ones were LED, but I wouldn't be confident with these too much. They've got a little bit of a driver on them. They're not too bad. They look like under cupboard lights, something like that though, really. Cheap, cheerful. So now we've got these ones. Go on here. But I'll tell you what I ain't had yet. Right, knock on the window, see if I can get a cup of tea. Normally I like a cup of tea. Everyone likes a cup of tea, don't they? We're British. This is it. So now we've just got to put this one at the end. Look at these lights, they come up with nice little rubber grips on them as well. Who's ever been on here? Who's on here? Who's ever done this and it's flicked down on your finger and just basically cracked your bleeding nail? And you've just got a bruised nail. Right, I'm just going to jump to the end so then we can turn them on and see what they're like and put this last one up. Two more Wagos to the pot. There we go. Beautiful. So can you see all that insulation coming out as well? Just blowing out. Nothing I can do about it. So it's not too much of a mess. I'm hoping the wind's going to blow it away. There we go. We are ready to put this last light up and get them on. The thing is, we'll get them on and we'll see what colour we're going to do it, because the thing is, you can't really tell the colour until the evening what you really want, and basically to follow suit with everyone else around here. So if they've got cool white lights, everyone's going to want cool white lights. That's how it works. Everyone wants to copy their neighbours. Just keeping up with the Joneses, isn't it? If someone goes and buys a Tesla, I'm going to look into getting a Tesla. So a lot of people do. There we go, they're all up, spot on. All we want to do now is turn the circuit on. But it didn't go bang, did it? Right. This is basically, I've stuck them all on the wrong end. This is basically warm white, which I don't think people like outside. So let's whip it out. I've got this all the way down to E, which is warm white, so that insulation come out, bleeding nightmare. That will be a little bit lighter. That is cool white, and that's daylight, which I'm going to leave it on. Slightly sensitive switch that, so I'll put it on daylight and 6 watt. So they're nice and bright. So that is going to be nice and light at night and light up the house basically. But if you look down there, them other ones, if you see, let's pick this up. Them other ones, they're a different colour. You get 4 different colours with these lights. And obviously the switches, the little dim switches are quite close together. Whip these other ones to cool white, which is easy as well, because if the customer ever says, oh, they're a bit bright, can we have them in a warm white? Simple, you can just pull them out, change them to warm white. Right, well this is real life. We have a faulty light. The end one doesn't want to go cool white the same as the rest. Luckily I bought a spare. There we go, we're all on nice and ice white. There we go. That's like a daylight now. That last one is still not hanging about. It's still not. The switches seem to bounce back a little bit. They shouldn't. So yeah, now I'm confident that they are all the same colour. So at night, when it lights up, it should light up the front of this house quite nice. It's like you can't really tell in the daylight how light they're going to be. Because sometimes I've put lights up and they said, yeah, they're a bit too bright. So luckily you can change them down to a different setting. Right, so that's it. Pack up and go home. Early day, 1 o'clock. Nice. What we can do today? More likely something else. There's plenty of things to do, as always. I got myself to a cup of tea, I suppose. She said help yourself. When customers say to you, help yourself, do you actually go in there, make a sandwich and maybe a sandwich, have an apple, pack of crisps? I feel rude. I wouldn't mind, it'd be good, but I bought my pack up so I can do that. But yeah, when customers say help yourself, you sometimes think, yeah, nice, you've got some nice crisps in here, I'll eat them. Right, anyway, I am going to crack off. Things to do, getting hungry, going to go and eat the customer's fridge, see what they've got in there, make myself a bacon sandwich, maybe a BLT, something like that. But I'll catch you again on another job where I can set the camera up and do some more work with you. Laters.